Hi everybody, this is Brian Kuh with another ROK video, and today we are in Kingsland fighting against our allies, Kingdom 1077. Our plan all along was to team up and beat the other 4 camps on this Warriors Unbound map, and then once we reached Kingsland, we were going to fight a one-on-one battle to determine who would capture the Ziggurat and get 240 of the 300 Autarch rewards at the end of the Lost Kingdom. Right now, we're looking at a double rally that is a collaboration between a Tariq-Nevsky infantry rally and a Nevsky-Tariq cavalry rally. This is a unique jam session that you can only see on the Warriors Unbound map, which features an artifact item that you can equip on a secondary commander, which allows them to be a different troop type. And so Captain has put an infantry artifact on her Nevsky and made that an infantry commander, while White Castle has put a cavalry artifact on his Tariq to use in his deadly Nevsky-led cav rally. We're rallying one of FCN's most legendary garrison captains, Ozai, who has a Yan YSS in the garrison. We are not only double rallying it, we are also applying heavy pressure via swarm, which you can see right now. The enemy is one of the strongest and best known garrison teams in ROK, and in this situation you're seeing the efficiency and professionalism that they have as a garrison. Early on, Captain's rally got very, very low. This operation almost failed on takeoff, where Captain's rally got as low as 300k troops early on due to consistent swarming from the enemy. The enemy also does a very good job of keeping their garrison captains fresh. They'll swap one Yan YSS for another as soon as it gets low. And right before the double rally initiated, the enemy collapsed our ball, our marches in blue. They completely collapsed our ball at the moment that we had dropped coalition so that the double rally could take place. This whole double rally here has a bit of a regal element to it. Captain is the longtime king of 1770, and it was very much the Koreans' idea to do this double rally. They found a way to flag over to this spot and link up with us. And they started asking us to drop coalition and do that double rally. As a group, we were actually against it. We felt like we were making progress on the sides of this Kingsland battle, and we didn't want to disrupt the momentum of that progress. So what ended up happening was that Captain came over to our voice chat. She spoke in Korean, and Sun, who is a member of the Handsome Devils but speaks Korean, he translated what she was saying. You know, she just said she wanted the double rally. I then responded with our reasons for wanting to just keep things as they were and not do the double rally, which Sun translated back to her. And then Captain essentially said, let's just try it once. Let's just try it once. And it had that air of insistence, you know? She'd heard our reasoning, and she just overruled it and said, well, let's try it anyway. And when the king insists, we do oblige. And so we dropped the coalition and got this double rally going. And it is a little awkward to be fighting outside of the coalition because a lot of the red marches are actually your allies, so you're not quite sure who to attack. And, you know, it was touch and go with Captain's rally the whole way through. But we applied enough pressure, and we did get a very nice burn on that Fire Nation flag. I quickly went into the report to see what it looked like because I was very curious. I knew, as you can see, the reinforcements are all so shaky, not that good. And yet the report turned out to be fine. You know, it was a very even trade for Captain's Tariq-Nevsky rally, which was the tanking rally. Her rally was the one that was taking the direct damage from the garrison. And I was very surprised to see that her Tariq-Nevsky actually performed just fine. And so I was very eager to see what White Castle's rally looked like. And White Castle's rally was straight up devastating. I doubt there are many more impressive trades against the Fire Nation ever than the one you're looking at right here. It's worth noting that Ozai is not using a Jan Flavius garrison, which I think would have done better against that double rally. I think because he's a pure Cav player, he does not have Flavius built. The stats look a little bit better on White Castle's side. The gear is identical. They both have fully expertised legendary gear. But the all damage is way stronger for White Castle. And it's clear that Ozai did not have max tech, since he only has 8.5% all damage, and at least 5 of that is from VIP 17. We also have the report from the Garrison side, and I think this was a very interesting report as well. The first thing I want to point out is White Castle's swarms on the flag. So these are basically even swarms. The Trajan is not even, but the rest of these are even. The Guan Sargon, surprisingly, has a very positive trade. But the brutal thing to think about is that you have, at this point in the game, with Armaments as well as Surging Strike, which is a crystal tech that gives 10% damage to swarms, you have whales now who can apply massive pressure and tons of debuffs to the flag they're swarming. But they will also get even trades on all that pressure. And so, you know, flag defense has gotten tougher at this point. And when you supercharge the offense with artifacts, allowing us to run all 3 of the best rally commanders in the game, Tariq, Nevsky, as well as Henry, you can run any 2 of those 3 together as a pair. You end up with it's just a throwback to the days of Attila-Takeda, when it almost feels like the offense has the advantage. About 45 minutes later, 1077 healed this flag, and so we embarked on round 2 of this double rally enterprise. The second round was calmer than the first, our ball was well established. Our blue ball was very well established. And so we had the infrastructure in place for marches to safely walk to our ball and then safely funnel themselves into Captain's rally. There was less swarming of the rallies as well. And so we had a just clean ground. We had clean grounds on which to make this attack. This was also when I had started streaming, which is why the graphics look a little bit different. After that first double rally, and because it went so well, I got to a comfort level where I was like, this war looks well in hand. Let's start streaming. Let's relax a little bit. So it was a very good idea of the Koreans to set up this double rally. They're the ones who flagged over to us. They're the ones who insisted that we try it out. And it represents really the culmination of a journey of improvement that the Korean Alliance has been on for the past 6 months or so. They've had one subsequent great recruitment class after another. They added a bunch of whales with leadership capabilities in the first class, and now in this most recent class, they've added some other leaders who are very vocal and have taken on some of the minute-by-minute tactical decisions while we're in war. And it is also the culmination of a long working relationship between two distinct groups who speak different languages, but who have been part of this multilingual, dual culture kingdom for more than 2 years now. I think we're going on 3 years all working together. And 770 has become a very strong kingdom at this point. The Korean Alliance is incredibly strong. They spend quite a bit of money. They grind the game very hard. And they now have all the pieces in place to be a well-functioning wartime unit. And so in the Handsome Devils, we're really just trying, at this point, we are just trying to keep up with the strength of our Korean partners. And I will let you all know that migration to 770 is opening on May 1st. It's looking like the Handsome Devils will have our best recruitment class since we came to this kingdom. But there are spots for more players to join up and be a part of an emerging A kingdom that is not only very strong right now, but has room to improve, and certainly has our eyes set on some very tough KvKs against some of the best competition in the game. So if you are interested in joining the Handsome Devils, there's some recruitment info in the description. There's a link to our Discord in the description. You're welcome to connect to our Discord, talk to some of us through the Discord chat. You can link up with me either in Discord, in-game, if you're interested in joining N70D. I think we certainly only want fighters. I would say, a billion kill points is sort of the bare minimum of what we're looking for. But here is that second rally. It's a outright win for Captain, as we were able to give her, very good reinforcements this time. And, then of course we have to take a look at the White Castle rally too. And, that is just a nasty results. That is really nice reigns all the way through. And I mean, that is just a nasty, nasty result. That is the result of an offense that has a bunch of nice advantages and a defense that has already taken brutal trades once and probably is less enthused to keep throwing their troops into this garrison. So this was just a really nice win. It didn't decide the Kingsland outcome, but this set us very far on the path towards winning. If you can land double rallies that are this good of a trade, it does strike a note of fear in the enemy. And we ultimately did parlay this double rally success into capturing the Ziggurat and winning this KvK overall. So, you know, that's what it looks like. That's what a Nevsky-Tariq collaboration looks like in Rise of Kingdoms in 2023. It's the kind of collab that lets you put some serious hurt on one of the most legendary garrisons to ever play. And, you know, that's what this Warriors Unbound KvK version unlocks. I'm going to talk more about the map as a whole in future videos, but it was a lot of fun to play this this juiced up map with the uber meta rally combinations. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. So, until next time, my friends, I will see you all on the flip side.